Brothers gather to see Chai emerge, and she will return to the streets. V, she's from the streets, so don't worry about returning. I'm here to tell you about the modern woman's past. This video is not just for relationship guys, hope strategists, and sucker for love ninjas. No, men should know the pasts of the women they sleep with because it could save their lives. Knowing a woman's past can save millions in future earnings. Knowing a woman's past can prevent imprisonment and the itchy-scratchy. If you ever deal with women, you must know what she's done with her body and her decision to decide whether to engage or not. Only a desperate or Johnson-led monkey will ignore a woman's past. Trust me. You don't want to be in either position because her BS will come out and a relationship and guest will have to deal with her skeletons. She'll dump all her mistakes and trauma on you. Her actions may affect you for years, decades, or your entire life. You want out of this. If only I knew. Many men regret trusting their woman and end up in that situation. So I am here to tell you that you must research and find as many details about your girl's past as possible, even if you have to hire a private investigator. A few months ago, a girl I used to mess with returned to her hometown to visit her family. We caught up on our lives since the gap. We hadn't met. So I asked her a few questions about what she had been doing romantically. I won't lie. I considered clapping her cheeks again. So I wanted to know what she was doing since the last time I beat out that wet vice grip. She was evasive, so I didn't ask. After linking me, I knew she wanted the cheeks. After 10 months of monk mode, I was ready to explode and release my pent-up frustration, so I went for the kill. She was hesitant, which was unusual, but I assumed she was playing hard to get. I kept pressing until she said to slide her panty in. I had two choices. First, get a rubber and pull her guts. Option 2 was to slide it in Roski and remove it before nodding. Which one did you think I chose? If you think I went for the rubber or slipped it in raw, put a 1 in the comments. Before I reveal what I did, jump to tomorrow. After drinking the stupid juice, I texted her the next day and asked the tough questions. Texting, she reported yellow menstrual discharge. I panicked. She told me she was getting tapped out by older men, married men, young men her age, and a long list of casual flings in the streets. I immediately regretted my choice. I paid for her doctor visit, and she basically told me BS. Nothing she said was hinting at anything wrong. I had to wait 3 months for the worst disease tests. Thankfully, your boy avoided STIs. Lucky me. I may have caught something because I was not thinking clearly. I did not use a rubber. I gave her 5 missionary-style strokes. I barely lasted 2 minutes. And before you guys laugh and say I'm bad in bed. 10 months without peace leave. Forgive me. I would have regretted it more if I had caught something. My last memory was the 5 strokes special missionary style. Ask the hard question before you slide in her peace leaf. You must first flush the stupid juice. You'll be too busy fantasizing about degrading her to ask the tough questions. God is good. I'll stop. So how should you vet modern women? Simple. First, try to remember all the tough questions you want to ask her about her past. Remove stupid use from your system next. Before meeting her, get the venom out. When you meet her, start a regular conversation and then ask her tough questions about her past, either jokingly or naturally. Try to remember her response to catch her lying. Do not press her for information. Just have fun and learn as much as you can. Not advised. Discreetly. Record your phone conversation. Another option, but I don't recommend it. Risk it. Hire a private investigator before proposing if you're dating her. If she's clean, discuss the prenup before buying the engagement ring to find out where she stands. If she agrees to the prenup, you can offer her a free game. Please like this video to 500 likes. That said, I found a story online in the Stars Tell Me Pastor section about a Gen Z woman who was embarrassed about her promiscuous past. Listen to this girl. Dear Pastor, I left home at 16 and am 23. Many men visited my mother there. A man beat and accused my mother of having romance with another man twice. Despite supporting her, she told him not to return because she couldn't take it. He returned after 2 weeks. My mother greeted him as if nothing had happened. I sold myself and bounced around. I learned from my mother to have older men. Younger men always disappointed me. I lived with a grandfather-like man. I was exhausted. Men, her mother was 304. How common is that these days? What helped her survive? Most sell that wet vice grip. I told you they sold souls on the Soul Society. Brothers, the streets are messy. It shows that men are their last resort. Continue. He had older children than me. Since we lived together, they knew I slept with him. I requested to return to school. He said he couldn't help. I spent 7 months with him. He taught me cooking. I met another man. When I went home, I told my roommate he was 30. He let me go if I wanted. If a guy wasn't right, I should return. He said he had no girlfriend with kids. Lived with him. A woman requested him one day. Who am I? And he told her I was a friend. She said she had his child. I asked him why he lied about not having children in front of her. She said he had other kids. I stayed with the older man again. After that, I kept switching men. Dane, she's riding the heck out of the CC. Street life is hard. Women think they can just improve their situation, but they soon discovered it's harder than they thought. Older men are winning with young girls, and old gremlins telling you they don't want you is BS. You can get these young girls if you're stable, fit, and wealthy. Women who say they like older men usually have tried a lot of younger and older men to make that distinction. Remember that. If she says she likes older men, it means she's been in the streets messing with older men. Older men often have children. Since they have kids, the two women watching this video who want to date older men with money may not want more. Continue. A store hired me. The married owner said he loved me. I learned computer and cash machine use. Since the boss was married, we didn't get along. He suggested a single, living alone man date me. He clapped her out a few times, then realized his mistake and gave her to the next man. Probably. Continuing. I've lived with this man since. He keeps asking about my past. I can't tell him because my past is bad. He said all his children are in the U.S. with their mother. Love him. I'm afraid to tell him my past. He helps me return to school. He's comfortable dating me. I'm always worried that some of the guys I slept with will call me. The end. She regrets her past. Ladies know right from wrong. Because men won't take them seriously, they're fighting shame. If they have a past, they had a much lower chance of survival. That's why you shouldn't forget or forgive them. To help us, please watch this video. Please subscribe and send this video to anybody you think will benefit from it the most.